on it, just in the middle of the river there. We'll see if he likes this nymph. And I cast it properly. Yep. Nice. We just needed that one in the right slot where he gets to see that nymph. And I think what happens a lot of the time when we're casting, we see that dry fly go right over the top of it and you go, oh, why isn't he eating it? But that nymph, that could be sideways, could be anywhere, could be, you know, not in front of the fish. So we've just got to be mindful of that as he has a bit of a jump, that it's not always going to be in front of their nose. So persist with those casts and get it one to go right down the right slot into his mouth. They're good solid fish, and they're quite powerful, fit fish after their winter. They've obviously had a bit of tucker after their spawn. And again, just with a good reel, you just let it look after itself. You just can hold that rod. When he needs line, you just pull it with that preset drag, and it looks after all your tippets. Just try and get below him a little bit and get him fighting again into the current instead of us pulling directly against him and pulling that fly out of his mouth. So we'll let him fight against us and the current at the same time. Is the plan. Come on, mate. Getting a little bit tired. It's hard work fighting that fish when they are in the current because they can use that to their advantage. They just turn down like he's doing there, and you've got to let him go. You try and hold on there and all it's going to do is break you. So again, that's when a good reel pays for itself. And we'll work him back up now. There's a tree down there that I really didn't want him to get in amongst there. So we'll just try that shorter line. You can tend to steer them around a lot better on a shorter line. And you have a lot more control, and use the rod for what it was intended to do, as a shock absorber, but also to steer these fish around as well. Now when he's up in the surface like that, it's the ideal time. If I can get in there without falling in, it'd be good. And get him in the net, it's perfect. So that's good when a plan comes together. Sometimes it is hard to see when we don't have a lot of sun, so it's tough going. You'll need to use things like the other bank with its trees. It cuts a lot of that glare and reflection and allows you to see in a lot better. Because here, I mean, there's a lot of fish, but you couldn't just blind fish it. You'd fish about 100 metres of good water in about 3 weeks. So you still want to rely on sight. So you walk up a river and use whatever you can for your advantage. And in this case, it was the tree line on the other bank to see this darker shaped trout in the water. Put that fly in front of it and he liked it, which is good. So you've always got to have a plan. Sometimes they don't work, but when they do, you can let everyone know about it. Great tool. Catch and release. Just gets that fly out without damaging the fly, but also without damaging the fish as well. Just have a quick, I reckon he'd be 3 1/4. We'll just have a quick way, mate, just to, hang on. There you go, 3 1/4. I should get a job as a butcher. Beautiful fish, just stunning colours. They're just incredible fish. Just the spots, crosses on that, and a great big strong tail, fit as anything, and just a beautiful specimen of Mataura brown as he wants to get going. So we should let him go there as well. So you want to try and keep their gills in the water for as long as you can. You get a quick shot and then send him back home for somebody else to catch. Beautiful, great fish, great fish. And the beauty is there's plenty more of those throughout the whole Southland region. So it's just a great place to spend a bit of time. Loads of options, great places to stay, pretty good scenery too. So if you get the chance, get across New Zealand, you're absolutely going to love it. As the sun gets a bit low or even early in the morning, it's great to have like a different set of lenses. I use the normal like brown colour for most of the day when it's quite sunny, a bit of light around. It helps to cut through the water and really shows up the fish. But once that sun starts to set, this makes an enormous difference. This is the Tonic illuminated lens. And it's a plastic lens, but it enhances the light. Still polarized, so it allows you to cut through the glare and see the fish, but it just enhances the light so much that you can fish well into the dark by using these. And that's going to give you like quite a few more fish. So if fly fishing is one of your things and it's very important to you, get something like that. It's going to make a massive difference to the end of day fishing. Yeah, nice. I could just see him cruising around this backwater, and I'll just concentrate for a minute. It's just that log. And it's just a matter of putting that fly where he can, I guess, see it, but also find it himself. In backwaters in particular, they're just cruising around and they know their environment, they know their home. So we've got to put something there that they just happen to find. They go, oh wow, there it is, bang. And with that one there, that nymph, I could see him, I was probably a metre ahead, and he's darted straight across for it and took it like it owed him money. So terrific fish and a lovely backwater. Again, you know, like you spend a fair bit of time on these rivers, and they do have backwaters like this, which are just incredible, have some really great fish in them. So it's worth spending a bit of time to get one on the end of your rod. Just get that in, come on mate. Beautiful, excellent. That's a lovely fish from the backwater of the Mataura. And there's a couple more swimming around in there now, but it's just beautiful fish, and it's just so exciting to be walking up a river. You've got a little bit of everything, you know, you've got your moving water where you can get your nymphs, indicator fishing, your dries when they're going to come up, but also the backwaters. It's really stealthy, finding your target and putting that fly in front of it, and when it works, well, it helps to make a TV show is what it is. So, and it's great fun doing it. Get him out. Oh, he's easy. A bit over 3 pound easy. Lovely big tail, just stunning colours, and again, just fit, just thoroughbreds. So if the Melbourne Cup was in New Zealand, this little bloke would be in it. Just incredible fish. Just the depth and plenty of go. If you let them go when they've got that much power in them, you know they're going to be okay. So that's terrific. Just as it starts to rain a little bit, but it's still warm. We're still a chance of some duns starting to pop up. It's got everything, you know, New Zealand. That's why you love it. That's why you love it.